My beloved child, before another word is spoken, I ask you to pause and take a breath, because what I am about to share has already been written within the chambers of heaven. Heaven does not release a message like this unless something powerful, something life-changing, something filled with divine prosperity is standing right at your door. My beloved, be very careful as you listen. You've been given a lot of money, says Archangel Michael. If you don't open this message today, you won't get it. The miracle goes much further than you think, though. You might miss the truth that heaven has been trying to tell you for a long time if you have even a moment of doubt. Listen to this with love, my child. Before I go on, you're not just reading these words by chance. Your spirit asked for this message to find you. By destiny you arrived here. You can't stop the money that was held up, delayed, or fought over against you. It is now moving toward you with huge force. Keep with me, my beloved. Are you scared? What's coming next is a truth that was blocked 3 times before it got to you. The angels talked about it because this gift is yours. It was stopped by a force, but heaven won. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Take a moment to say that you've won. In the comments, type Amen to show that you agree with this divine intervention. Feel the help of heaven growing stronger around you as you write it. The war to get your blessing is over. I have a small question for you before I talk about the miracle. Do you feel that in your chest at this very moment? That slight tremor, that sudden feeling that something is moving. You're not making it up. It proves something. My beloved, please stay. Pay close attention to every word, because the next one will open the first gate of your blessing. But first, make sure you can hear this call. If you want to keep getting messages from heaven, you need to stay connected, subscribed, and aligned. If heaven misses even one message, it stops again. Now is the time to stay close. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to stay in this divine flow. There is more to this than just clicking a button. It is a promise to heaven, an act of spiritual alignment, and a promise that you will be there for every prophetic word that is spoken over you. Don't miss any more messages. Do not run away, my child. Someone from the spirit world called your name. It was someone who asked the angels to aid you. Someone asked for the chains of delay to be broken for you. The room went silent when your name was called. My beloved Archangel Michael spoke up and said, "This pain has been going on for too long. Give them back their money," he yelled. "Let their abundance go. They've had enough time to wait." But this is something that most people don't hear. As soon as the money was given out, something tried to stop it again. Something tried to stop you from finding out this truth. At this very moment, something tried to pull you away. You are still here, though. That alone shows that the blessing is stronger than the problem. Pay close attention, my child. The money that heaven talks about is big and won't go away quickly. Don't stress. It will change your story, your future, and the lives of everyone in your family. In spite of this, the angels say that this money comes with responsibilities. You need to be careful. There are signs that you shouldn't turn away from. This message has many doors that can be opened, so don't close it too soon. Every line gets rid of a barrier. With each word, the walls that used to stop your blessing fall down. My beloved, this is the truth. It seems like someone or something tried to stop this blessing from getting to you. When heaven began to favor you, that person got angry. Some people thought you didn't deserve what God had planned for you. However, Archangel Michael said that enough was enough. Give them back everything that is theirs, he told them. Please don't let this soul go another day without what heaven has already decided. Destiny starts to favor you at this point. Please understand this, my child. You are getting more than just money. You're getting freedom. You are starting over. This is divine repayment for every tear, every betrayal, every delay, and every night you cried because you couldn't understand why life seemed so still. Your blessing was never taken away, my beloved. It was only late. That wait is over. A holy clock above you has struck 12. This blessing will not pass you by, says Archangel Michael, but only if you stay with this message until the end. My child, are you still here? Okay, what's going to happen next shows who tried to stop this wealth and why heaven is now letting it go. Before we go on, let's ground this truth. In the comments, write, "My blessing is that you chose me." It's not just a statement, it's right on. By saying it out loud, you tell the universe that you are ready for your miracle and are calling it to come to you. You are still here, my child and beloved, and that tells me a lot. There is a strength inside you that wouldn't go away. I know for sure one thing from this. Your blessing is picking you. My beloved, pay close attention. When heaven is getting ready for a miracle, people often become more resistant. People may pull away from you all of a sudden. Your mind might wander off without warning. Your surroundings might need your attention at the same time. Have you seen this taking place? Something tried to pull you away from this very moment, but you didn't give in. You stayed strong, which opened a new door in your destiny. Now give this truth some careful thought. The person who tried to stop your big financial break did so because they knew that your success would show them how bad they were. They were afraid that if you rose, everyone would find out what they were up to. In order to keep you from seeing how close your blessing really was, they tried to slow you down, confuse you, distract you, and put up walls. But now, my beloved, the divine shift has happened. People in heaven spoke your name before anyone spoke it against you on earth. Archangel Michael spoke and said, "No more delays." Everyone in the spiritual world agreed. Do not get in the way. This soul has gone through enough. Everything that was in the way was told to go. My beloved, can you feel how your heart has changed right now? That soft warmth, that peaceful calm, and that sudden sense that something is moving as you read these words. The second gate is being opened by heaven. Listen with your heart and stay connected before I go on. Stay subscribed, because messages from heaven are coming fast now, and missing even one could cause it to take longer than expected. The spiritual records have your name on them right now, and you must be there when heaven calls. Do not run away, my child. Archangel Michael told them, "You have been given a lot of money. If you don't open this message today, you won't get it. There is a window in this blessing. Chances don't always come up, but right now there is one in front of you. When you clicked on this message, that window came up. It gets bigger with each word you read. Each paragraph makes the blessing stronger. Heaven knows you are ready, prepared, and in the right place because you are there. My beloved, please allow me to share what I see. There is a treasure chest in the spiritual world that has your name written on it. Your name is written in light, not ink. There's more than money in this chest. Opportunities, favor, gifts, forgiven debts, released funds, forgotten payments, and divine restoration are all in it. Up until today, it was locked. This wasn't because heaven didn't want to give it to you. Someone kept asking for it to stay shut. Yes, my child. Someone asked for delays because they thought you would never find out, never fight, and never wake up. They didn't think this message would show up to you. They had no idea that heaven would step in. They didn't think Archangel Michael would show up. They had no idea that you were the one they picked. As soon as you started reading, the lock on that chest became less strong. The chains get less tight with each word. The walls fall down. When you get to the end, the chest opens all the way. Your blessing will be great, and the money that was promised to you will start its way to you. My child, these words are already changing your life. But I need to tell you more about what heaven has seen, what it has planned, and what Archangel Michael is setting up for you. Talk softly and tell the truth was the command that echoed through the heavens. Someone didn't want your future, even before you knew you had one. They were afraid of your potential. They were scared when light surrounded them. When your destiny started to rise, they were scared. They put you down instead of celebrating you. They didn't think you should move forward. Instead, they prayed you would stay that way. But heaven saw and wrote down everything. My beloved, don't worry. God's justice is aware. It may look slow, but it is always accurate. After watching, Archangel Michael speaks clearly. Give back what was taken. Let go of what was held up. Let go of what was held back. Today is a big day for you, my child. This is where your story changes. In the next section, I'll talk about the clear sign that your money is on its way, the change that happens right before it arrives, and why heaven chose today to send this message. My beloved child, you have already done more than most people will ever do. A lot of people would have stopped by now. A lot of people would have been distracted. Many people would have ignored the quiet call from heaven when their name was called, but you didn't. Heaven has now opened the third gate for you because you stayed. And now, my beloved, pay close attention. There is always a clear sign that comes first when a divine financial blessing is about to come. A lot of people miss it. A lot of people take it as a coincidence. Not many people really understand what it means. But heaven told me to tell you about this sign directly. This is the truth. Just before the money shows up, your heart will feel heavy all of a sudden, and then it will feel calm. Your soul seems to know something is going to happen, but your mind can't explain it yet. My child, have you felt this lately? The event could have happened yesterday or even right now as you read this. If so, the miracle has already started to surround you. This sign can also show up as a deep sense of stillness, a strange quiet inside that doesn't feel like sadness or fear. Sacred preparation is taking place. That stillness is heaven getting rid of old problems, cleansing your spirit, and lining up your steps with what's coming. My beloved, don't ignore that feeling. It wasn't a mishap. It was done on purpose. Make sure you understand this. Today wasn't picked by accident by the angels. Today was chosen because you've reached a point where you can't put off change any longer. You did something wrong. You ended a battle that was kept quiet. No one else could see that you passed a test. This message is the announcement, not the start. Your blessing is ready, says heaven. Now is the time for your wealth. Now there is a way for your plenty to come in. If you don't notice this door, it will close and need to be opened again later, which could take a lot longer. That's not what heaven wants for you, which is why Archangel Michael says, open this right away, or you'll miss it. Heartfeltly feel this, my beloved. There is destiny right in front of you, but also hear this truth. You got more from heaven than money. You have been given power, safety, and advancement. No longer can people who used to work against you get into your life. A spiritual grip used to hold your money, but that grip has been broken. As you read, cycles that keep happening are breaking down. My child, do you feel the change? You have different thoughts. Your heart beats faster. The way you breathe has changed. There's more to this than emotion. It is in line. I have to tell you what heaven showed me, even if it is hard to hear. Someone close to you, maybe even closer than you thought, tried to get in the way of your journey. They said things that were against your blessing. They made you doubt yourself. Because your rise would show how weak they are, they didn't believe in your future. They thought heaven would agree with them, but it only listened to your soul. The divine realm doesn't get angry over things. Truth, sincerity, persistence, and strength work on it. That's why heaven changed to help you. The angels told her, open this right away, or you will miss it. My beloved, this chance you have in front of you is not small. Right now you are in the path of destiny. Another truth that might shock you. You have been given more than money by God. You have been given protection, advancement, and power. The spiritual hands that were holding up your money have been taken away. The cycles that kept happening are breaking apart as you read on. My child, can you feel it? Things are changing in your mind. Your breath isn't the same. This isn't making things up. This is the process of spiritual alignment. Because you need to fully understand what I saw in heaven, I must share it again. Somebody close to you spoke out against your work. They asked about your future. They thought what you were becoming was dangerous. Your destiny could be changed, they thought. But heaven looked at their intentions and saw that they were not good enough. Heaven paid attention to your spirit, not their anger. The divine realm is moved by purity. Heaven acted because you were honest, tough, and strong inside. They say the money was always yours because of this. It had your name on it from the start. It could never be stolen. It could only be put off. But today is the last day of that wait. My child, don't forget about this moment. Things won't change slowly from now on. Things will change quickly. There will soon be a divine acceleration. A sudden message, an unexpected chance, a release, a confirmation, a deposit, or a breakthrough. Right now, heaven is setting up something. Pay attention to this. You're not lucky that money keeps coming to you. It is paying back. That's what you get for being patient, strong, and quiet. Heaven saw every tear and counted them. Heaven wrote down all the things you had to do by yourself. Heaven saw how you didn't complain about what you went through and said it would all be given back to you. No, my beloved, I never forgot about you. You were getting ready. Now that the planning is done, I'll tell you what heaven wants from you, the last sign that your wealth is coming true, and why Archangel Michael is calling your name right now in the next section. Your spirit is awake because you've made it this far. Now is the time to take advantage of your freedom. In the comments, write these exact words: I am ready and spiritually awake. It's not just a phrase. In response to heaven's call, you say that you are here, in tune, and ready to receive everything that is being given to you. Because you are still here, my child and beloved, something much bigger is happening in your spirit than you may fully understand. Heaven makes the way ahead of you wider with each second that passes. I can really feel it. Things are changing in the air around you. Things are moving. A key is moving. There is a wake-up call. Please pay full attention to me right now, my beloved. As a last check, heaven always sends a sign right before the blessing comes to the real world. A lot of people miss it. A lot of people don't believe it. You were picked to see it, though. This confirmation usually shows up as a small problem right before the money comes. Something like a short delay, a small argument, sudden tiredness, an unexpected distraction, or a time when you want to give up could cause this. Make sure you understand this. There's no fight going on here. This is an alert. It means that your miracle is almost here. It means that the blessing has left the spiritual world and is now moving toward you in the real world. Heaven is getting your hands ready to hold something bigger than anything you've ever held. Pay attention, my child. Remember to pay attention to this sign. Pay close attention. A whisper that says, "This is pointless," often appears right before a breakthrough. There will be no change. It's just a coincidence. They never whisper when things are calm. They only show up when change is about to happen. Heaven wants you to know this. The enemy is scared because it can see what is coming for you. The sword of Archangel Michael is already drawn. He has already cut the ties that held your money back. He has already broken the chains that were stopping you from getting what you want. He has already burned the things that were written to stop your progress. Your freedom has already been given to you in the spiritual world. Now, your real world needs to line up. My child, take a deep breath. You are surrounded by divine help. I can feel it. You can feel it. Heaven can feel it. Listen to what heaven wants from you. You're not being told to work harder. You are not being told to go after people or please them. Heaven only wants you to do one thing. Stay spiritually aware. Pay close attention. Don't close your heart. Stay in line. During this time, don't turn off the messages that are being sent to you. Each message is a step. Each step opens up a way in. There are lots of ways to get to your blessing, and you're already on one of them. Do you know, my beloved, how rare it is to get advice like this? How many souls never hear sound like this from heaven? How many people don't know when their miracle is coming? Your calling, drawing, and placement here were all planned by God, because heaven is now ready. Heaven is no longer waiting. Heaven has seen enough of your pain. You are rich in more ways than one. It entails long-term alignment, mental clarity, spiritual strength, and emotional restoration. It keeps you from going back to lack. This blessing changes you first on the inside, then on the outside. It makes you feel good to read these words. Your frequency is going up and down, opening our doors you didn't know were there. Every word is like a key. Every word changes something that can't be seen. Old patterns are breaking down one paragraph at a time. Archangel Michael told them, "Open this message as soon as you see it, or you will miss it." He didn't say this as a punishment, but because the time in their timeline had come. My child, the hard time is almost over. A time of freedom is coming. You cried by yourself. In silence, you carried heavy loads. You smiled even though it hurt. You kept your faith even though it seemed impossible. Heaven has now made its voice heard. Enough. Everything has to be given back in full. There is something very clear to me, my beloved. You are getting close to a sudden moment, a time when everything seems lighter, where you can think straight, where you feel warm inside, where fear lets go of hold. That moment didn't just happen. Your life is being touched by heaven. From that point on, your blessing will start to become real. But listen to this deeper truth. Someone slowed down the release of your money blessing, but they didn't cancel it. They just slowed it down. You can't take what is written for you. What heaven gives can't be taken back. You have been picked. It's safe for you. You have a shield. The wealth that is coming to you is meant to make you better in every way, not just financially. What's going to happen in your story will make people wonder how everything changed so quickly. But next, I'll tell you who the person who was interfering really was, why heaven won in the end, and when your blessing will show up. My child, stay with me. The revelation keeps going. You, my beloved child, have gone through life faster than most souls ever do. Do you feel it? The air around you feels different. The spiritual atmosphere in your life is changing. It gets easier to see things clearly as your journey goes on. My beloved, the angels are keeping a close eye on you right now. Everything you read, every breath you take, and every move your spirit makes is seen. Your path is lit by heaven because you are heading towards something holy. Pay close attention. You're almost done figuring out who messed up your blessing. But before that truth comes out, heaven told you, this soul is ready. As soon as you got to this part, keep going. That's what I will do, my child. The person who said no to your blessing wasn't a stranger. It was a known person, someone who knew about the light around you before you did. You had potential, and they could feel your destiny. It wasn't you that scared them. It was your future. They were scared by your alignment, your protection, and your never-ending growth. They thought something powerful was meant for you, but fear took over instead of courage. Now, my beloved, I need to be careful what I say. This person didn't want you to go ahead more quickly than they did. They didn't want you to be blessed by heaven before them. They were afraid that your success would show how bad they were. This is why they spoke out against your path. They questioned the choices you made. They had doubts about your calling. They spoke words that brought down instead of lifting. Those words caused delays, but they were only temporary. Heaven lets things go in different directions, but it never lets destiny fail. Listen to this, my child. A blessing that was planned by heaven cannot be taken away by people. No matter how dark things get, light will always find a way through. Miracles can't be stopped, but timing can be messed up. That is exactly what took place with you. Your blessing was put off, but it was never taken away. Your money was stopped, but it was never lost. It was time for your miracle, but it was never taken. Heaven stepped in because your name became more important to God. Your spirit cried out. Your destiny told you to move. Your heart got tired of having to wait. Heaven could no longer keep quiet. Then Archangel Michael stood up and said, "Stop messing around. Bring everything back now." As soon as those words were said, the problem with your money went away. My beloved, this victory isn't just for you. Breakthrough energy is sent to other people when this message is shared. This word from the prophet has power. A snag has been taken care of. To make this happen, go to the comments and type "Amen" to show that you agree with this divine action. Let your Amen rise as a sign of thanks and confirmation, echoing Archangel Michael's final control over your life. Listen to why today is so important. It's almost time for your blessing to come true. In ready to enter your life, it stands at the door. You can get it at any time, but only if you stay connected to your spirit. That's why heaven sent this message right away and put you here at this very moment. In the divine realm, timing is very important. So, it was clear what to do. Open this as soon as you see it. Recently, you may have felt strange things, like pressure that came and went in your chest, a calm awareness, or a feeling that one chapter is ending and a new one is beginning. These feelings were not a coincidence. They were lines of sight. Heaven was moving things around on your path so that the blessing could come to you easily. The signs get more clear as the blessing gets closer. Listen to the timetable now. Heaven doesn't use hours and minutes to tell time. It changes with the times, seasons, and alignments. Here is your order. The spiritual lock will be fully broken when you finish this message. The first change will happen soon, not months from now, not years, but weeks. The first real sign will show up. Your financial situation will get better quickly, not slowly. You won't expect a message, call, approval, chance, release, or amount that you didn't expect to show up from somewhere else. Keep yourself alert, connected, and open. This money has a purpose. It happens at the perfect time and is surrounded by spiritual protection. You are now in a time when everything that was against you has to give in. What was stopping you must now let go. What was stopping you has to go. God's will now wins over all the problems that were there before. The next part will tell you how your money and blessing will show up, as well as the spiritual reason why heaven chose you to have so much. Only a few people know this truth, but you will find it out. You are still here, my beloved child. And that shows me something important. What your mind is still learning, your spirit already knows. Your destiny is aware. Your journey is going exactly the way heaven planned it to. A lot of people hear the call and turn away. Many people feel the pull and forget about it. A lot of people start, but don't finish. Still, you stayed. You kept going forward. This is why heaven has opened a new gate for you, the gate of understanding. Now, my beloved, pay close attention, because this truth is very important. You won't see where your money comes from the way you think you will. Heaven is making a way that is so sudden, out of the blue, and clearly divine, that you will know right away that it wasn't just human effort. You need to know how heaven sees you before I tell you how this blessing will come to you. Heaven sees a soul that quietly went through pain. You carried a lot of weight without asking for help. You fought battles that no one saw. You kept going even when your heart was broken. You stayed strong in your faith even when everything around you seemed unstable. You kept going even though the path seemed to go on forever. You can now see why God chose you to receive this particular blessing. Your wealth isn't a fluke, and it's payment. It's restoration. It is paying back. Now let me take you further. There will be 3 waves of your blessing. Heaven rarely lets go of everything at once. so your spirit doesn't have to worry, it moves in divine order. The first wave will come on quickly as a message, call, green light, or sign that things are changing. It will happen out of the blue. It'll feel too exact to be a coincidence. When it comes, it will be soft but strong, like the first wind before a big change. The second wave will make you feel better physically. This could come in the form of money, help, a chance, or a big step forward that proves the process has begun. Before your mind can fully understand it, your heart will know it. The third wave will last a long time and change things. It brings stability, a steady flow of money, plenty, and miracles that start a new part of your life. This wave is still here. Divine transformation is symbolized by it. Heaven doesn't usually tell people how miracles happen, but your spirit is ready to hear it. You've been wondering where the money is coming from, how it will get there, and who will deliver it. This is the truth. You will get your blessing from a place where you worked hard without getting what you were owed. A place that used your energy and got something in return. A situation that heaven has marked and told to fix everything. This could be something that has been put off for a long time. Something that was promised but not kept. Something that has been unfairly put off. Or something that is being blocked out of jealousy. That door is now being opened again by God. There's more. Also, your blessing will come from someone you don't expect. Someone who has quietly seen how valuable you are. Someone who is willing to help without expecting anything in return. Someone who is being led to you by God. They might not know why they want to help you, but heaven has already picked them to be the way you make progress. Please pay close attention, my child. A clear sign will be given before the money shows up in real life. There is a lot of spiritual energy in this sign. You will feel instantly lighter, calmer, warmer, and a quiet knowing that something has changed when it happens. Your heart will tell you it's going to happen. As soon as this happens, alignment will happen. Time, people, opportunities, and decisions will start to fall into place on their own. You'll feel like the universe has changed to fit your needs, and it has. Heaven makes everything work for a chosen soul when it's time. My child, don't forget how hard the road you've been on has been. Heaven picked you to be here. But now, I'm going to tell you something even more holy. I'll tell you why heaven chose you out of all the others, why the time couldn't be pushed back any longer, and what Archangel Michael is getting ready to give you next. This is the most important part so far, and it will come right after this. My beloved child, you have reached a level that very few people ever reach. Here in this inner chamber, heaven tells us things it normally keeps secret. Your spirit is ready for what's next, which is why you came here. Pay close attention now. Why me? Is the question that burns inside you, even if you never say it out loud. Why did you pick me to receive this gift? Heaven replied, before the question had a chance to fully form. Heaven picked you, my child, because you have something special inside you. In this harsh world, you have a kind heart. You are pure in places where there are shadows. Even though you've been hurt, you're strong. You are strong even when you are tired. You didn't give up, you kept going. Even though life gave you a million reasons to give up, you didn't. Because of this, heaven said, this soul must rise now. This soul has been through enough. This soul deserves to be freed. My beloved, let me take you even deeper. There are a lot of loud people whose hearts are empty. However, there are souls like you whose spirits are so strong that they can move heaven itself. You weren't picked because you're perfect. You were picked because you stayed kind even when anger tried to take over. You were picked because you stayed true even when everyone else was lying. You were picked because you kept your light shining when it was dark. You worked hard and waited your turn. This blessing, wealth, and elevation is your reward. Staying subscribed shows that you agree with this reward. You are telling heaven that you are ready to go the whole way. Each message that comes after this one is a continuation of this promise. They are a steady stream of advice that is just for you. Make sure you understand this. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Heaven didn't hold off on blessing you to punish you. Heaven put it off so that you would have stronger character to protect what you are about to receive. You are now ready. You have reached the most important point in your spiritual timeline. The time for waiting is over. The agreement with pain is no longer valid. The old cycle no longer has any effects. Heaven has made its message clear. No more troubles. The time for blessing has come. This is why it couldn't wait any longer. Your destiny is moving into a phase that needs plenty. Without the right tools, your purpose can't rise. Your calling is waking you up, and God is making the way clear for you. Your connections, future jobs, and responsibilities will need you to be stable. You need to be free to move on to the next part of your life. Heaven looked at your path and said, "This soul can't go forward without something." So your blessing has been ready for a long time, and today is the day it comes out. Take a deep breath, my child. This truth is strong. In the spirit world, Archangel Michael is getting ready to give you something first. The strength you lost, the peace you forgot, the confidence you buried, the clarity you asked for, and finally the key to your financial freedom are all coming back to you. Yes, my beloved, a key is being put into your spirit, a spiritual key that opens doors that have been shut for years to chance, luck, help, and money. This key opens doors that other keys close. When other keys hold you back, this one breaks them. This key fixes what other keys broke. Your path changes right away, as soon as this key touches your spirit. There's more to it than that. Heaven is stepping in right now because you are about to reach a major turning point. One choice, one conversation, one message, or one yes will change the course of your life. Heaven required that you were awake, in line, and ready. Why did this message only come today? It could have come earlier or later. Now that your spirit is strong enough, it can take it in. Your change is already happening, my child. I will tell you the sacred truth about your wealth, how to keep it safe, and what will happen in the days before it shows up in your life in the next section. This spot is holy. Write "I accept my divine key" in the comments to make this truth stick. As you do this, picture Archangel Michael giving you that key. Now is the time for you to activate. You are still here, my child and beloved, and that speaks louder than any words I could use. This is something heaven has seen about you. From your destiny, you do not run away. You don't give up on what your spirit starts. You finish what you start. This is why heaven chose you for a level of success that many people want, but few are able to maintain. I want you to get closer, my beloved, because now is the time when heaven lets the deepest truth happen. Your blessing comes from this divine secret. This is also why your wealth is coming late and why Archangel Michael is watching over it. Child of heaven, pay close attention. The money coming your way isn't just any money. It is marked as wealth. It gives you spiritual authority, purpose, and protection. Every blessing is different. A lot of people get small, random, short-term aid that comes and goes. There is something different set aside for you. It's like this blessing was made just for your soul. Your destiny set it in stone before you were even born. Heaven watched over it even when you didn't know it was there. This is the holy truth. It never got lost, your blessing. For the right version of you, it was kept. Not the one that was hurt. Not the version that makes sense. Not the one who is tired or doubtful. It was held for you. Someone who is awake, aware, aligned, and ready. My beloved, you have now changed into the kind of soul that can carry what heaven made without getting hurt. That's why the doors can now be opened. That's why the angels are now moving. That's why this message got to you now. Your spirit and your destiny finally agree on something. Take your time hearing this, because heaven asked that it be said with care. Someone tried to connect their energy to your blessing. They were angry, jealous, insecure, afraid of your rise, and harbored hidden desires and resentment. This interference led to spiritual conflict, which took longer than planned. They didn't want your responsibility. They wanted to enter your destiny. They only cared about the end result, not the journey. Heaven was firm and said, "This blessing can't be shared. They are the only ones who deserve this blessing." Because of this, heaven blocked their access, took away their power, and stopped interfering. This is why you might have recently felt distant, alone, or silenced, or where some people no longer seem to belong in your story. That was heaven, watching over what's yours. Let me now show you what Archangel Michael is doing right now. He is not only keeping your blessing safe, he is also directing it toward you. This is money that was meant to be yours. The path isn't very wide, though. Souls that are spiritually aware and grounded are the only ones who can carry it. Abundance without protection destroys those who are not ready for it. Heaven thinks you're ready. That's why you were picked. Now pay attention to what you may have been feeling like you didn't understand. There will be more signs in the days leading up to your blessing. You might feel sudden peace, a deep calm in your chest, vivid dreams, the same numbers over and over, relief from stress that you didn't expect, small gifts, encouraging messages, or the feeling that something is finally changing. These are not just random events. This is a signal. Angels use subtle signals to let people know when a blessing is coming from the spiritual world to the physical world. Pay attention now. As blessings get closer, distractions tend to get worse. You might feel tired, irritable, overwhelmed, or unsure of yourself all of a sudden for no reason. These are attempts to throw off your energy because they already know what will happen. Don't pay attention to that noise. Do not become less aware. What was promised to this soul will already be given to it by heaven. You won't disengage, which is the only thing that could delay it. You're here. You are in sync. Your spirit is taking notes. In the next part, I'll talk about the spiritual contract that was just fulfilled. the new part of your destiny that started, and the specific kind of wealth that heaven is getting ready to send your way. This is where the real receiving starts. You are still a part of the activation because you are here. Heaven knows you're paying attention. Your faith is praised in heaven. The flow has already begun. Before this powerful story comes to an end, my child and beloved, let's take a moment to let this truth sink deep into your spirit. You didn't just happen to be here. It wasn't by chance, coincidence, or bad timing. This message got to you because it was meant to. This is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is carrying it and watching over it. At this very moment, he is not far away. He is close and extending his hand to you, inviting you into a place of safety, clarity, and higher alignment, where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a fact. Heaven is giving you something very simple but very powerful right now. You don't just get one blessing when you choose alignment. They multiply and start to flow into every part of your life. There is already a yes in the way you are listening to this message. You are letting yourself receive help, wisdom, and progress that many people never get. You are invited to a holy place where help is always available, where you can see your way clearly, and where progress speeds up. This next season is not meant for you to walk by yourself. Please do not miss this chance, my beloved. Breakthrough is ready to happen. Your elevation is ready. When you choose to stay connected, you make sure you never miss the messages that are meant to help and encourage you. Every message adds to the one before it. Every step builds on the one before it. To keep you on track with your destiny, heaven does this. If you feel called to make this connection stronger, go with your gut. It's your spirit figuring out what it needs to keep going up. As the end of this story draws near, remember this more than anything else. People saw you. You were picked. You were all set. The delays were not turnsdowns. The silence wasn't a sign of weakness. Every experience changed you into a person who can handle what is coming. The agreement to wait is over. It's now release time. Heaven doesn't want you to work hard. You are being asked by heaven to receive. Believe in yourself as you take this last step, my child. No longer is your wealth ahead of you. It's now coming into your life. Keep your door open. Pay attention. Stay in line. What was promised is coming true, and your breakthrough is already underway. My beloved child, as we near the end of this message, I want you to fully comprehend what I'm saying. There was no mistake in what you read. There was nothing you felt while reading that wasn't real. Heaven made sure that every pause, shift, and moment of awareness put you in touch with what is already moving toward you. This is not the end of the journey. It's just the start of receiving. What you reached here was the end of something in the spiritual world. A contract ran out. There was a delay. A release was given the go-ahead. To help you move forward, heaven wants you to remember this. You were never late, forgotten, or missed. Through each season, you became stronger and more able to stand where you are now without fear. What used to feel heavy was just training. What used to feel quiet was actually getting ready. Changed what felt unfair at first. The preparations are now done. The way ahead is clear. After this, you might notice small changes. It will feel better to think. Your responses are calmer. Your confidence is stronger but less loud. You might be drawn less to the things that used to drain you and more to the things that make you feel calm. These are signs that things are getting in line. Do not ask them anything. Do not rush them. Let them. Heaven is stable, not crazy. What is meant to come to you will do so in a planned, safe, and organized way. Pay close attention as you go through the days ahead. Not worried or pushy, just aware. You will be able to spot opportunities when they come up. When confirmations come, they'll feel like old friends. Before your mind fully understands, your spirit will say, "This is it." When the blessing starts to show up in the real world, trust what you know. It has already led you here. Also, remember this, my beloved child. Things that are meant for you can't go to someone else. What was written for you can't be given to someone else. Heaven has made a decision that can't be changed. You don't need to go after something that is already going that way. You only need to stay in line with what you've become. Peacefully spread this message. Feel free to carry it. Carry it with faith. The time of year has changed. Your story is getting better. What comes next will also speak for itself. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of.